Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Florida State Seminoles taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Fuller. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Yellow Jackets offense will have the first possession of the game. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because
off he goes! And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So the Florida State Seminoles offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
normally you say that's a win for the running back. A running back and a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Flips it out to the back. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Facing a 3rd down is short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The run from the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Wide out in motion. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Cherry. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Get it out on the screen. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. He'll just keep slinging it. He's got the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. 1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, and a move. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Northwestern. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback on the keeper. And the Seminoles are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He wants to throw. Finds his man in the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's got an open man. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And off from the shotgun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
1st and 10, Georgia Tech.
Finds his man. It's Fuller.
And I love working the slot receivers. And you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Catch in the middle, it's Fuller. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cherry. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The aerial assault continues. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Noles look to keep this drive humming. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, it's loose. Bounced right back to them. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Running it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Out of the gun, the inside give. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Fuller. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They're up by 11 over Northwestern. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's right on target. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. From the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gets it out fast. They'll immediately call timeout. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Slings it downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
17, Florida State, 3.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Fires left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. Running toward the tape. He's at the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a one-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He makes the connection. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and this field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
The Seminoles will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Going up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer.
He's loose. The 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by a field goal over Boston College. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really and the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Leaves it with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Brings up 2nd down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They're working that left side. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it at the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On second down, wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Not a very good punt there. No doubt the pressure had an impact. First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's looking to throw it. Flips it out in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Unloads it downfield. Snags it. Touchdown, Florida State. They move on top here in the 4th.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Snags it quickly on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. Oh, look out. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Jacksonville.
Lofts one high and deep. He's got it on the right. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Knowles. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll try the run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Cherry. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got the tight end. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
When you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.